Hey, vwjodeyme, Adam Deckard here again, and I just wanted to get my looper pedal out here and show you kind of how I got started learning these major scale box shapes and how I got to practicing them. What I did was I got this this thing here. It's called a Boss loop pedal. I think I paid $180 for this thing at the guitar store used. And what you can do is you can lay down chord progressions on this thing and practice those box shapes that we were talking about in the other video. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this to lay down a little bit of Uncle John's Band and show you how some of those shapes are used in that song. So let me get my phone set up here and lay down a little bit of Uncle John's Band for you. So what you do is you lay down a little loop like that, and this thing will just keep that going all day. You can turn the volume up on it. And here's that Ionian shape we were talking about. Now what's interesting here I want to show you is that the Phrygian shape, that third shape that we learned, goes like this. Now one of those licks that he uses in that song is actually coming out of that Phrygian shape. So if you can lay down a loop for this Uncle John's Band, you can actually get to see how those Phrygian shape is actually used, the Phrygian shape of the major scale. That Aeolian shape. Here's that Mixolydian shape starting up here on that D note. Okay, here's the Dorian shape, going back here, starting on that A. Okay, so that's just a little bit of how I got to go and practicing those major scale shapes. Is I just lay down a loop like that and practice just practice those scales for a couple hours a day. I mean that's good fun jamming out like that. If you can get your hands on a looper pedal, or if you already have one, then great. But that's a whole lot of fun. Another thing I wanted to show you is how they use that Mixolydian shape. I already showed you that in Fire on the Mountain, there's that lick starting in the B, starting on the B note here and playing that Mixolydian scale. got that little lick, it goes. Well, I mean, that's coming straight out of that Mixolydian shape. Also on, what's it called, birdsong. On birdsong they use that Mixolydian shape for their lick, and you're actually playing it in the A position. So here's the A Mixolydian scale. Well, what they're doing is they're playing that shape when they're doing this little lick. It goes. And you can actually pick out licks like that, like all throughout their music, and you can find out what shape they're in, and that'll help, get you going on learning how to use those shapes and, how they fit into a lot of their songs. In fact, like Rusty the Scoob was talking about, a lot of their songs are actually written, in those modes, meaning that, what I think that means, what I take from that is that the chords they're using are the chords of the notes that you would use in that mode. So, yeah, man, just get yourself a looper pedal and check that shit out if you can. And if not, just get yourself a buddy and sit down and play those, and hopefully that'll get you going a little better. Hope this helped, man. I had fun making this video, and hope you have fun using the stuff if it helps. Talk to you later.